Imagine this: you wake up one morning, walk to your kitchen, and instead of praying the faucet works or worrying about the next water bill, you simply turn on a quiet machine you built yourself. And fresh, pure water flows out. Not from a well that might run dry. Not from pipes the government controls. But straight from the air God surrounds us with every single day. That's not a dream. That's what thousands of families are experiencing right now with Joseph's Well. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on this powerful system in a way that feels like we're sitting together on the porch, talking man to man, heart to heart, because this isn't just another gadget. This is provision in a time when the world is shaking. Let me take you back to a night that changed everything for one Arizona family. Picture a father, a husband, a man who built his own home on 5 acres, raising chickens, growing food, living free. One evening he hears noise outside. He steps out with his rifle, only to find strangers loading his water barrels into their truck. Before he can react, wham! Darkness. He wakes up in the hospital, head bandaged, family terrified. The thieves didn't want money or guns. They wanted water. That story hits hard because it's real. And it's happening more than we want to admit. Lakes like me dropping to historic lows, aquifers drying up, wells failing, cities rationing, farmers fighting. And while the news calls it climate or drought, those who read the signs see something deeper: a reckoning. A wilderness season, a call to prepare like the wise in scripture. This is where Joseph's Well enters the picture. Named after the carpenter who protected his family, obeyed quietly, and provided in uncertain times. It's not a fancy corporate machine selling for thousands. It's a straightforward, build-it-yourself atmospheric water generator that condenses moisture from the air into clean, drinkable water. Up to 50 gallons a day in the right conditions, from thin air. No drilling, no infrastructure, no begging the utility company. The heart of the matter: John Gilmore, the creator behind this, didn't set out to sell a product. He was desperate. After that terrifying night, he prayed for wisdom. A military buddy pointed him toward battlefield-proven tech the Israeli Defense Forces used in desert stick that pulls water where none seems to exist. Corporate versions cost a fortune, so John rolled up his sleeves, tinkered in his garage, scavenged parts from old dehumidifiers and fridges, and built his own. The early attempts were rough. Burned wires, cracked coils, frustration that tested his faith. But then came that first drip, that first gallon of cold, clean water collected from the humidity in the air. His wife took the first sip. Peace washed over the family. They weren't at the mercy of failing wells anymore. What started as survival became a mission. John simplified the design until it used common hardware store parts. Total build cost under $150. Running cost pennies an hour, less than your toaster. And the best part, it works on grid or fully off grid with a basic solar panel and car battery. Portable enough to take if you ever have to move fast. I've seen the blueprints in the guide. Step-by-step instructions that a regular guy no engineering degree can follow. Clear diagrams, material lists, wiring tips, troubleshooting, even ideas for scaling it up or integrating solar. It feels less like a manual and more like sitting with a wise friend who's already walked the hard road and wants to hand you the map. Why this hits different in 2026: we're not in normal times. Wars and rumors of wars. Supply chains fragile. Weather patterns shifting. More families than ever are waking up to the reality that self-reliance isn't paranoia, it's wisdom. Proverbs talks about the ants storing in summer. Joseph stored grain for famine. Noah built before the rain. Joseph's Well feels like that kind of obedience. You're not waiting for the crisis to peak. You're acting now, while parts are still affordable and available. While you can still prepare in peace. Think about what this means practically. Daily independence. No more skyrocketing water bills. No more worrying if the tap runs clean or at all. Emergency readiness. Power outage, grid down, drought worsening. Your machine keeps producing as long as there's humidity in the air, which exists almost everywhere, even in deserts. Family security. Clean water for drinking, cooking, hygiene. Peace of mind that your kids and loved ones are safe. Portability. Unlike a well or giant tank setup, this can move with you. Stewardship. Using what God already provides in the atmosphere. Turning humidity into life-sustaining water feels ... righteous. Users report consistent output depending on humidity and temperature. In good conditions, double digits of gallons per day. Even in drier areas, it adds up fast and supplements storage. One reviewer called it a game changer for off-grid living. Another said it brought real comfort and God's provision to their home. Addressing the skeptic, sure, some might roll their eyes at first: water from air. But atmospheric water generation is real, established science. Dehumidifiers do a version of it. Military and disaster relief units use advanced versions. Joseph's Well takes that principle, makes it accessible, affordable, and DIY friendly. It's not magic. It's physics plus ingenuity plus faith-fueled determination. Is it perfect? No system is. Output varies with environment. You still want basic filters for extra purity if needed. Building takes some elbow grease and following instructions carefully. But that's the beauty: it empowers you instead of making you dependent on another expensive black box that breaks and can't be fixed. At $67. For the complete guide, digital instant access or physical binder option, it's an absolute no-brainer compared to commercial units costing thousands. One-time investment, lifetime knowledge. You own the plans. You can build one, maintain it, even help your community. The spiritual edge which sets Joseph's well apart from other survival gadgets is the heart behind it. This isn't fear-mongering, it's faithful preparation. It echoes the carpenter Joseph who listened, built, protected, and provided without fanfare. It's for men and women who see the signs, the red horse riding, the calls to wisdom in Hosea and Proverbs, and choose to act. In a world pushing helplessness and reliance on broken systems, this is empowerment, quiet strength, obedient provision. I can picture families gathered around the dinner table, sipping water they helped create from the air, giving thanks, kids learning self-reliance, neighbors trading tips, churches discussing readiness as part of stewardship. My honest take: if you're a believer, a patriot, a prepper, a parent who wants to shield your family from what's coming, Joseph's well deserves your serious consideration. It's practical, affordable, and built on principles that have sustained God's people through every wilderness. This isn't hype. It's a tool for the times. Like manna, but you participate in the gathering. Like the rock in the desert, but engineered wisely. Don't wait until the next well fails or the next barrel gets stolen. Don't wait for the headlines to scream louder. Act while there's still time and peace to prepare. Click the link, grab the guide, and start building your own quiet ark of provision. Your future self and your family will thank you. In the coming days, when others are scrambling, you'll have water flowing. And more importantly, you'll have the peace that comes from obedience. That's the kind of legacy worth leaving.